Why is literally?
Did we begin this time?
Yeah,
Did it work?
I think so. But again, when it was coming up to the 25, it just kind of juddered. Something about recording. Timeanddate.com don't want to work with me.
Maybe they just know. And they just build in a weird delay every now and then.
Today's episode brought to you by timeanddate.com.
Timeanddate.com, the website that you go to if you need to know the time and date.
We work some of the time, maybe. It depends on your connection, we'll be honest.
Yeah, true. Probably a Wi-Fi issue. A Wi-Fi issue.
Wofo.
Wasn't that a type of Chinese martial arts film?
A woofu.
A woofu.
A woofu. One of the African leaders of old. A woofu. Anyway,
history jokes.
Anyway, it's Hefty Clapton stand-up update, doing stuff and standing around and saying things to a microphone in front of real people, not a podcast.
Glorious! No, I won't give in till I'm victorious. And I will defend.
You changed the jingle again.
Yeah, you gotta
keep it fresh.
Jingle it up. Yeah, jingle it up. Yeah.
You gotta jingle it up, fellas.
I'm jingoistic. I will flip flop on them every time. I can't just have just one. I've got to have all the jingles.
So greedy for the jingles.
Mm.
The jingles and jangles.
We've all made it through a big tube full of jingles, and oh wait, no.
Hang on. You're thinking of something else there.
I know. See, that's fine, man. That's why I'm going for a comedy career, kids, because wordplay on very much on point. So yeah, I did. So last time it was, hey, I've got these 2 gigs coming up. I will see how those go. And now it's like, hey, I did my 2 gigs.
And how did they go?
Well, I feel like I want you to comment first, seeing as, good lord, Olaf Bath time, you were at them both.
Heck yeah, number 1 supporter right here.
Exactly. I think the only person that was at both.
I mean, and you were there.
Well, I mean,
partially.
Physically, mentally. I would say for the beginning part of both sets, I definitely don't think I was there mentally. My mind just went, I'm going to be back. You just mouth handle this for a little while. I'll be back in about 5 minutes.
Your mind just ghosted on your own body and was like, nope.
Yeah. Oh, not right now. I'm not ready. You keep going. I'm gonna go to the bar, and I'll see you later.
Speaking of bars, the first one was in the basement of a bar, which was a pretty small place. Had some technical issues on the night, which could have thrown people off.
A barsement.
A barsement, if you will.
That's right.
But it got sorted in the end, suitably enough for old Hefty to make a decent stab at his performance.
Yeah, and it got properly sorted. What was it? Just after I had finished my set. So...
About the second you walked off stage.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying they tried on purpose to throw me off, but all I'm saying is there's an Alex Jones Infowars special coming up, and tune in, guys. Tune in.
You're going on the Alex Jones show? Wow. Or are you saying that Alex Jones is going to do a special about ruining stand-up comedy careers of up-and-coming artists in small bars in Leeds? How the deep state government is trying to ruin free speech in this way.
Can you deny it? It looked like a paedophile ring could run out of there to me. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, especially with all those young university students.
Those beautiful, beautiful young bastards.
Those beautiful young children.
God.
So they were kind of a bonus for you.
Yeah,
Because you very definitely had some people to pick on.
I'm thinking.
Not that your comedy's mean, but that I think it plays well with an audience.
I'm naturally a hateful person, and so having a victim naturally plays into what I need to do.
Yeah. Somebody you can pick on and have a conversation with.
Yeah. So there was. I did notice when we were all down there, and it was fuller than it was the time before. So that maybe G'd things up a little more for got the old nerves a-quaking. But there were two old guys at the bar. I say bar. It was structurally a bar, however, functionally could not be classified as such.
Wasn't functioning in that manner at the time.
But there was two old guys, and as soon as the first comedian went on, who did a fair bit of political stuff, they just upped and left. They was like, no, not for me.
Nope.
No. I was expecting far. I mean, I brought old Rees Mogg into it. I felt I was maybe trying to coax them back down with potential pro-Toriness. Not that I am pro-Tory, but there was. I didn't slander them, but no, it did not coax the older gentleman back down.
Did they remain in? I don't think they even remained.
No, I don't think they did either, because I didn't see them at the halftime either. When we took a break for oranges, and the team manager came out, thanked us all for a job well done in the first half.
Smacked you all on the bottoms and sent you back out for the second half. That's how sports work, right?
Pretty much. I feel I did better than the first guy that night. That was.
Was he the guy who'd come from? I want to say Liverpool, but from the other side of the peninsula.
No, he was third on. So I was second. So the first guy.
See, I don't even remember.
Yeah, exactly. You know who you do remember? This guy.
I do remember you. Well, there's a good reason for that as well. Another good reason for that, beside the fact that I know you.
You don't know me, man.
You put me to hard labour for that show.
Well, you, as many women who have been with you can attest, you made an excellent tripod.
Thank you.
Don't worry, we're going to get you some.
Strong and stable, I believe it is.
The Theresa May tripod.
Oh, yep. Now available on Amazon for all your photographic needs.
For anytime you want to go running through a field of wheat and you need photographic evidence.
There's Theresa May, strong and stable tripod. We'll be able to hold your camera, if not your economy. So, my opinion, yeah, it was a good gig. Yeah, I think you did very well. Your kind of story-based comedy. It's not really the quick-fire two-liner stand-up. You're more developing a story, which works well. Having an audience. So having more people in there than there were the last time that we went to the same place definitely helped.
Yes.
And poor 90s Tom being there definitely
lovely
helped.
90s Tom.
Lovely 90s Tom.
At the very beginning, I could sense myself waffling, and I was talking shit. And not entertaining shit, just shit. And so my natural reaction was, better get people back on side. Let's find somebody to pick on. And luckily for me, somebody came walking down the stairs just before I started with the most 90s haircut you're ever going to see.
I think he walked into a barber's and said, "Can you give me the Tribbiani circa 1993?
Can I look like Joey Tribbiani, 93? Well, say 93. Friends didn't start till 95. Give me. No.
Did it not? That's some good knowledge right there.
From 1995 to 2005, of course, all 10 seasons, and so yeah, he's gone for the Tribbiani. Circa 96-97 and the David Beckham 98 strong curtained look, the Aaron Carter, if you will, just a strong look, but also combining it with the plaid shirt over t-shirt with kind of ripped jeans look, pure, like just mixing up that. He looks like he could be in the film Empire Records, basically. Like that's exactly where he is. That is what he was aiming for. Hence
the birth name of 90s Tom. His parents knew what he was going to look like. They saw it coming.
I was a little bit sad I didn't get to use my Enya joke, but
oh my god!
At the same time, the 10 minutes went by really quickly comparatively. It just seemed to fly by when you're doing it.
Phrasing.
Yeah.
Did you get through the material you wanted to do? Was there anything you had to leave out or cut? Good
God. So I took my cheat sheet with me, and handily I immediately started by making reference to it, because then people know I'm not just, I made it part of the act, so I had a literal cheat. I think I used less than 2 paragraphs of what was on there, because...
Out of...
10? It was 2 sides of A4, basically, and I used maybe the first bits of the first 2, just because it was the picking on student stuff.
It ran on longer than expected.
It turned into just a nice little mine. Man, sure do wish some of them 21-year-old women would have spoken to me afterwards, though. I also feel it went well for a first gig, as well as could be expected. I don't know if I coined the phrase, but I've used the phrase. It went better than I feared, but worse than I'd hoped. So it struck a nice chord.
A strong middle ground.
I got laughs. That's what you need.
Yeah, that's what you go for, and well, that's the aim of it, isn't it?
I would probably 5 out of 10. I reckon I'd give myself 5 to 5.5 for that performance.
All right.
Yeah. The second one was, of course, one where I compared, and therefore pressure. Off. Oh, go away, pressure. Nothing's on me.
You would have thought so, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's what I would have thought. And as I say, at the very beginning, my mind just went, nah. Which is why I just basically went straight into, welcome to the evening. Are you ready for the first act?
Let's get the first person. There was usually expect a certain amount of like warm up or banter or kind of like, hey everybody, how's it going? And like introducing the whole thing. But you just went, hi, here's the first guy.
Yeah. It just went. And then after him, I was like, oh, that's how you do it. Yeah, I remember now. And I grooved on into it. Again, I think my style is very much single out a set of people and just not necessarily harass them all night, but they're my people. Because there were a group of 6 women. One of them very red. She was
she'd caught some sun.
One might say she caught it and kept it down her bra because her chest, Jesus Christ, my God, it looked like the blood was on the outside. Wow. Yeah, but they became my focal point. But they were damn good sports, and
not just yours.
Yeah.
Well, I think one of the cons for them was that they were sat directly in front of the microphone. So basically, they're the people you're directly looking at if you're on the stage.
Yeah, area. If you're going to go to a comedy gig, you got to know that if you're anywhere near that microphone, that's carte blanche. You're just giving anybody freedom to just zoom in on you.
Which it sounds like you did. In their defence, though, they were sat down and getting food, and maybe they went there for food before rather than the comedy.
The sign was there. We had a
sign. There was some decent advertising. There was a sign up, plus the fact that you said, "I'm doing a comedy night now."
But
probably it's a decent intro.
In 20 minutes, comedy is happening.
From this spot right here,
this very microphone where I am speaking, comedy will happen. If you do not want to be involved in this, please leave the bar area. Please go outside and be fucking annoying. Overall, the second one. Well, again, you go first. You give your opinion first on me, and my performance because
First on you. Oh, okay.
No.
Yeah, it was your intro for the first guy was a little bit weird, as we have already stated.
Yeah,
but I think you kind of settled into it. You got relaxed into the position, and just sorry, it just made me giggle. I think that you demonstrated at the cellar. You demonstrated that you like to work off of an audience. So I think you are more. You're probably more suited to comparing with the material you've already got. So yeah, I think it went very well. The acts were you pulled these from the charity thing that you've been doing, haven't you?
All bar one. One of them came from the Manchester comedy course I did.
Right. Well pilfered.
Indeed.
Yeah, well stolen. Those I think they went down very well.
That's what.
This whole podcast, as always, is going to be laden with innuendo.
We should have like a button that we can push that just says phrasing, Jesus, phrasing. I would agree wholeheartedly. I think everybody there, it was, apart from Phil, who was the final act of the night. So for Tom, who was the one from Manchester, that was his first proper gig, because I'm not counting what we did at the Manchester night a proper gig, because that was just...
Right.
That was just basically in front of ourselves. That was just glorified masturbation.
I was going to say, and doing it in front of yourself loses its appeal.
Like
once you actually lock eyes with yourself in the mirror, then you're like, why am I doing this now? This is degrading to me and everybody I know. It's disappointing to my parents.
Jesus,
why am I doing
somebody's son. Oh my God. Ugh, I'm a pig. I'm less than a pig. Anyway, so Tom's first gig. Everybody else, it was kind of second, third. I believe Phil, who could you class him as a headliner? I would. That's why I put him there, because frankly he'd had the most experience. I think he used to be part of a double act, so he'd obviously had. I think you could tell by his bearing and his set that he'd probably done quite a bit more. Did you enjoy his Latin jokes?
Did I enjoy the Latin jokes? I think I understood maybe 2 of them. Which isn't bad out of, 6 that he did?
Something like that. It was, yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, I feel it was an exceptionally successful night, and there is now a second one, which I have longer to work with, thankfully.
You say that, when is it? When is it going to be?
25th of July.
Okay, so you do have a couple of weeks to prepare for that.
So I've got time to choose the acts, and we're also having £50 put behind the bar this time as well, because we did so well. We've been allowed a little £50 bar tab.
A little rider for the performers.
Right. We get our own treats. We get a little rider. We're doing quite well for ourselves for a second time around.
It's not quite being paid, but at least you get a beverage you don't have to pay for.
Very true. I did when the owner of the establishment, whom we both knew, when he messaged me saying, because of how well it went, I've been able to wangle you a... Wangle, for those who don't speak British, is, well, you Google the old wangle, and you see what you...
Turn Save Search off, because you're going to want to see those results.
You get on that Urban Dictionary.
Here, mate, last night I was out on the pull, and I managed to wangle this last. Oh, did you? Yeah, mate.
Oh,
bravo, sir.
Shit everywhere, I tell you. Managed to wangle you a £50 bar tab. And when he sent me that, I said, oh, it's really cool. I'd rather have the money, though. Hint, hint. He never messaged me back. So... Also,
let's be honest, you had 6 performers, was it?
No. I want the money. This is my baby. Fuck those.
My point is this: if there's 7 of you and it's a £50 bar tab, that's also not the cheapest bar in the city.
Yes. Don't big Halifax up. It's a town. It's not a city.
Although, it's still a couple of beverages.
I think it's going to work out about it maybe about 2 each, if that, depending on the lascivious beverage of choice. But yeah, it's overall.
Do you already have a short list of chosen?
Yes.
Chosen victims.
Yes.
Are you going to have any returning acts?
No, not yet. I want to for the first 3 at least, assuming there's a third, hopefully. I want to kind of just cycle through the people who seem to be interested. After that, I think because that'll have been 18 in theory, 6 each time, assuming nobody pulls out. Push the button. Push it. And yeah, in the group of people who sort of said they wanted to do it, there was about 20 something, 21. So that'll cycle through them. And so yeah, we'll after the third one, maybe we'll start recycling people. But I am also booked onto a comedy gig on the 2nd. Oh man, I was way off. What am I on about? 6th of September. Jesus, it was the 2nd of August. That's what I was thinking. So there was, based off what I've already done, there was the guy from Ellesmere Port, who you mentioned before, who was at the original night at the Verve Comedy Cellar.
Ah, yeah.
I got chatting to him because we were there ludicrously early. Or I felt we were there ludicrously early, but we weren't. We were there pretty much on time. And just everybody else was late because they're so goddamn young and cool. Anyway, he hipped me into all the Facebook groups that are out there, and there was one for something like West Yorkshire comedy events or something, and there was somebody who was he puts on regular charity comedy nights to raise money for Parkinson's. And he put up one saying he wanted people for the 2nd of August. And I messaged him within like an hour saying, oh, I'll be interested in doing that. And he messaged back pretty quickly saying, oh, it's already filled up. Whoa, okay. He'd only posted it about half an hour before that. So what you're learning is that stand-up in Leeds is a cutthroat world. This isn't even in Leeds. This is in Morley. Yeah,
wow.
Right.
So are you telling me that there's a lot of very funny people in Morley, or there's a lot of people who are willing to go to Morley to tell jokes?
That one, because I noticed not long after he put up the picture of the people who had signed up to it, and 5 of them were the same people I'd done the charity thing with. So, yeah, sense. I feel like we are going to be the Leeds comedy circuit.
Right.
But yeah, so it's 6th September in Morley. It's called the Little Laughter Lounge, but it does cost a £5 to get in, so I won't expect you to come to that because.
Well, you know how it is. It takes me a while to raise a £5, unless I sell my body.
Yeah.
And then it takes me a whole weekend.
Well, right now with the amount of weight you've sweated off, I don't think anybody wants to pay a £5 for that.
I'm basically a skeleton.
You literally weigh less than £5.
Yeah, that's true.
Jose Jimenez's tears show the heartbreak of the World Cup. Thank you very much for that.
Oh no!
Thank you very much for that update, Twitter. Let's ignore that for now. Anyway,
for now, are you paying close attention to the ball?
No. I did watch the England penalty shootout win, but I used to love football so much, and I just can't. I cannot truck with it no more. It's dead to me. Much like a former lover, it is dead to me.
Is there any other way to break up with somebody apart from to bury them?
Well, someone once sang there are 50 ways to leave your lover, so let's list them.
There are 50.
50.
I don't believe that.
So, number 1, bury them. After, one
Before
and
or
exactly
after.
1 and 2, bury them.
Yep.
Bury them dead, bury them alive. 3,
Yep.
just lock the door and scream at them from the window, just fuck off. 3.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
4. Throw them out of a moving vehicle into a woods a long way away from where you live.
Yeah. Okay. Number 4, if Hollywood has taught us anything, it is to propose marriage, go all the way up to the altar, and then have some weirdo scream out their name just as the I do's are about to be said, and then she runs away from
Hammering on the glass.
Yeah. That's one way to break up with someone.
I was expecting that at my wedding, and yeah. I mean, I guess there wasn't any glass there that could really have been properly hammered on. Yeah, so I think that was the main issue.
That's probably it. I mean, it does sound like a logistical problem.
That's it. We all know that Lucy did fancy me, so I think if there'd just been more glass there, could have been my baby.
Are you saying that you'd have liked to seen her hammering on the or being? No, I'm not going to try and force it. Like pounding on the glass. Did you want to see that?
Just I need the phrasing button for all the phrasing. That hammered, pounding, and
pounded glass up against the. There's a joke in there somewhere.
Oh, just the sound now. Even the sound is phrasing now. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh.
If it's any consolation, we did get hammered. So.
Yeah. Sorry.
Speaking for myself,
I remember a lot of people were drunk at the old after shindig.
After shindig.
Yeah. Anyway, that is the stand-up update portion of this.
And also how to break up with your lover, apparently.
I mean, from kind of 6 to 50, just fill it in yourself. Like, fill in the blanks. The first 5, we gave you what you needed.
Those are the core ones. Who needs more than that?
You know, I mean, there's other stuff, but you can make that up as you go. Just
if you want to get creative, yeah, sure.
You do what you need to do. And then it's the end of the update.
The end of the update. Update ends here.
Start the applause and moving backwards as time goes.
Good evening. Good evening. I'm not going to lie, I have brought the cheat sheet because this is my first ever gig. Nourishing. Now, I'm going to put the cheat sheet over on this side. If you hear me saying, just gesture. Be careful how you gesture. Ideally a finger because it's 2018 and this kind of action, it's just a little bit... My name is Callum Jarvis Jones. You have to emphasise hyphen. Otherwise, when you are calling a call centre, they will write your name down wrong. And when you inevitably go to apply for something, they will look at you like a dog that's been shown a magic trick and go, that's not right. Ooh, why is it not right? Well, on your driving licence, this has a hyphen. And on this form that we were sent, there is no hyphen. Oh, that's a wonderful level of bureaucracy you need to go to, but I really would like to get into this university, if possible. Well, I will need to speak to my manager about this. It will inevitably lead to half an hour, 45 minutes of them conversing with somebody who just go, yeah, that'll be fine. With the University of Bolton, we don't need to go to this level. Now, the hyphen is one of the two things I share with noted right-wing politician. I don't know why I gestured to you, I'm sorry. Like, you're not a noted right-wing politician. Are you? Give it time, give it time. That's what old age is for. Jacob Rees-Mogg, everybody's favourite Victorian. The other thing that we share is that on both our family crests, in Latin, it says fuck the Pope. His being more a kind of societal thing, mine being more of a hereditary fetish. I appreciate your pity laugh. Thank you. I think also, there was a thing of don't heckle, however, this group in the middle, I'm going to guess your average age is around 21.
Yeah.
I'm going to guess you've all, I also do like fake, Darren Brown shit. I'm going to guess you've also all recently graduated university.
Correct.
Yay.
I'm going to guess you've mainly got 2 ones.
Two twos.
2 twos are perfectly acceptable. If you want to work in a call centre with me. It's fine. At least one of you has done a history degree.
No.
Geography, close.
Similar.
Geography, you will definitely work in the call centre.
Yeah,
with
we
me.
know.
History degree, 2-1, gentleman's degree. Oh, the world is my oyster. I could work in the law, I could work in the museum. Oh, I'm going to call centre. Or a bank, To answer your question, yes, I did come straight from work. To answer the other question, I can't tell you which bank, but thank you for the bailout. You, 21, you won't understand that. It was also, guy who came in late with the earring. Man, you have the most 90s haircut I've seen in a while. Like,
Thank you, man. I'll take the compliment.
as a 30-year-old man, that just, as soon as I saw you coming down the stairs, I was like, oh my god, it's 1998 again, and that could be relevant. I can understand the things that are on television, like Love Island won't be there. If anyone wants to explain Love Island to me after the show, please do. I understand it's popular. I don't understand why. That is the link I need. Now, by the way, there may be like penis and orgasm jokes, and there are obviously a lot of females in. Please do not take pictures of me and hashtag me too with just you saying this dickhead. I get that enough from my wife. So, I try not to say rude things, but I work in a call centre. I need to get it out somewhere. Oh, that was a bad phrase. Speaking of my wife, I will tell you what I tell my wife. Settle back, see how this goes. This could be a very good remaining 5 minutes of your life. A very bad 5 minutes. But I will let you decide how lubricated you need to be. With a drink. Come on. Vaseline's at the back. Oh. I didn't really bring Vaseline. Water-based lubricant. Jesus, not a Philistine. You may also know me as one of the 2 hosts of the finest podcast that you are never going to listen to. The Meanderthals. I'll write down not to hold for applause. On that one. Okay. Available on Apple iTunes, Podcast, Podbean, and all the other podcast sites. Also available on YouTube. Please check it out. You will. Now, the end bit that I want to leave you with, I kind of need a volunteer. Would anyone like to help me
90s haircut man. Could you help me with the bit?
I'm the poor of saving, aren't I?
Come on. Oh, thank you, 90s haircut man. If you can maybe just sit here will be fine. Thank you. Right, now, so this end bit is essentially like the sign-off of my show. It is basically, I want to leave you with some words that my grandma left me on her deathbed. So, 90s haircut man. What's your name, sorry?
Tom.
Tom. 90s Tom. Beautiful 90s Tom. Beautiful 90s Tom. I will require you to hold my hand. Let me lay down. Right, so you're me in the 90s, ironically, and I'm dying grandmother. Okay? Right, so get out my fucking eye. She may or may not have said that to me, I can't remember, it's a while ago. Come on, I've just got one thing left to say to you. Now you say, what is it, Grandma?
What's it, Grandma?
Say it louder.
What is it, Grandma?
Oh, thank you. It's just, I've always wanted you to know something, and it's something I've wanted to tell you for a while. Now, in your tone, I feel like with geography you've also got a good degree of acting ability. Yeah, because you've got to prepare to care. Like, oh, Oxford Lakes, cool. So, like, emotion, like, what is it, Grandma?
What is it, Grandma? Tell me more.
When I said emotion, like, you know, it's the 90s and I'm upset. Like, the 90s was a good time, but I'm still sad, so, like, snot dribbling. Oh shit, I can't breathe because of all the snot.
What is it, Grandma?
Better. Don't pick your fucking part up. It's just the one thing I've always wanted you to know. You're adopted and I hate you. Thank you very much, Nancy. Thank you very much. For being my first gift. I've been coming